All right, let's run out to the outer room. I have a couple things that I would like to explore in the castle, that place, the mansion, the manor, our home. One thing is I want to put the gallery down. I don't know whether it's the right word or not. Tomb or tool shed? Let's go with the tool shed. Tools are helpful. A battery pack and a watering can. The watering can gives us some more gems throughout the day. And we have 4 gems to start with because of the morning room from yesterday. But, so in the gallery, there's that one picture where I swear it should have been horizon, but now I looked up what the term is for using pictures in place of words. So, because that had, oh, actually, what did it have? Something to do with wine. Very table, where very forms the table. I think we'll take corridor here. Yeah. So, the term for using pictures in that way, in combination with words, is called a rebus. And the plural of rebus is rebuses. And that picture in the gallery is several rebus. So, it's rebuses, which is the right number of letters. Because I think it was 7 letters for that picture. So, I want to try putting that in and see if that's the word. Not sure whether it is or not. Utility, bedroom, closet, kitchen. We'll put the kitchen down, sure. Okay. Okay, sure. I'm not excited by it, though. We will head back over here. Obviously, we're not getting the 4 corners today. Observatory, the breakfast nook, and the pantry. May as well take some of those. Should I have a look in the observatory? Let's see what we get. Maybe we get the dead end thing. That is not the dead... That's Florealis Borealis or something like that. And then Diamondus Major. So we have lots of gems today. If we pick a green room, we'll be getting overflowing amounts of gems out of it. Let's open this. The chapel, the boudoir, and the bedroom closet. I'm going to take the boudoir here. A couple of re-rolls would be nice. And this has a gem of its own. So I'm really glad that we stopped carrying the emerald bracelet through on the coat check, because we're not really having issues with gems. The attic. Ooh. I think I'll take that. There we go. Spend 3 of our gems to gain probably more here. We got a broken lever as well. Now we no longer really need the power hammer as far as I'm aware. I guess we would still like to get it in case we have the weight room or the greenhouse. Because we still have walls to break open there. Although my feeling on the weight room is that it's just going to be a lever for the antechamber. Not that important. It'd still be nice to check it out, just in case. Just in case it is something else. We don't have a sledgehammer. Do I leave the trunk or do I... It's a long walk back. Let's open the trunk. It's usually worth it. There we go. We got a key right back. It's very worth it. So yeah, so the power hammer, we have some potential uses for it, but I'm not expecting anything massive. Something I still want to do is try setting those smokestacks on fire in the orchard. This is a clock tower. We're looking a little bit tight on rooms here because we figured out the cipher. I don't need these books anymore. We figured out the cipher. There's nothing left to look through. Oh, no, I know we have all the stamps. We have all the contraptions. I don't think there's anything else to check up there. The commissary, the electric eel aquarium is actually pretty well placed here. I'll take that. So yeah, so we solved that cipher, and it has something to do with a sundial. We have to turn a heated sundial base. Now there's a sundial in the orchard. I have a feeling that there's a sundial somewhere in the house. But I still want to try lighting those, I keep forgetting what they're called. Smog something? Smokestack is what I'm going to say. Oh, there's the key. Jeez, I couldn't see it. It was the same color as the barrel. So I'm going to try lighting those on fire. See if something happens. I might just rotate this. The courtyard's fine. We're going to get a lot of gems out of it. So this way we get an additional room as well. Spend 1 gem to gain tons. And if we find... Oh, did we already place the kitchen? We did. So we can go back to the kitchen and refill our watering can for even more gems. Look at this. Oof. Yeah, that Florealis thing is pretty handy. Now we're facing northward, so... Oh, okay, I was going to say, so the morning room would be fine here, but we'll take the veranda. It's actually kind of better to get that now. We are at 13 gems. 14, 15. They're all over the place. Well, if you're wondering how we managed to sustain our estate with no job, it's by finding gems throughout the place. The den, the laboratory, and the bedroom closet. We may as well take the laboratory here. I'm going to hold off on the den. I still have that dream, I guess, of making it work, where we put the den over on this tile and then we put the clock tower above that. We did try it, but I think there's something else we have to do. Something with the time. Something with room 46, maybe. I'm not sure. Mount Holly Laboratory experiment setup. We will start one. Each bedroom you draft after your second. Each time you unlock or bypass a security door, gain a star. We definitely want to be using gain a star. Now, which of these do you think we'll be doing the most often? Did we make our green rooms free? Hang on. We didn't, right? I don't think we did. No, because that... Okay, good. So we're planning to spend a lot of gems on green rooms. So let's take that every time you spend 2 gems option. That's great. When you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room, gain a star. Wonderful. Let's get our constellation going. Ooh, yeah. I might even, like, re-roll specifically to get two gem rooms. We can open this one. There's a casino. Ooh, there's a drawing room. That is better doors, isn't it? The archives is not something I want right now. I think we're going to take the drawing room here. And I still have no idea what date we're looking for in here. What is he looking for? This metal detector, man. There we go. It really slows things down. It interrupts my thought process and all that stuff. We will open this door. Special key, secret guard and silver key. Nah, we'll just use a regular one. The office. Oh, the office. What did I want that for? I had a reason for this. Oh, I know why. Okay, we're definitely going to take it. It connects doors for us. It costs 2 gems, so we increase our constellation. And what I wanted it for is this note. So first of all, we're going to do that. And Flight of the Queen, March of the Count. This is highlighted in black. We're looking for dates related to safes. This has to be related. March of the Count. I don't know what the count is, but if we start off knowing what the month is, 03 for March, excuse me, then we can just kind of go through all the other numbers. I'm going to be really silly here. March of the Count. Let's go 0301. Enter. Not that. 0302. 3 hours later. Oh, that was easy. 0303. Well, there you go. Okay, good. All right. You know what? Brute forcing, sometimes it's the play. This is number 8, apparently. Okay. This is March 3rd. Ah. Dear Mr. Sinclair, thank you for promptly answering all our demands, not involving the police, not allowing this unfortunate transaction to transpire as smoothly as one could hope. And while I'm guessing you had hoped to never hear from us again once we had given you back the envelopes, we felt that one final red letter of our own was merited given the circumstances. Hopefully, you will not be as careless with this missive as you were with the others. Excuse me. Correspondence this incriminating should be kept in safes, not desk drawers. Let's first put your apprehensions aside, as I'm sure another red envelope is the last thing you expected to find on your desk this week. No, we are not making more demands, and no, we do not have copies of the other letters. That's good. You were already more generous and accommodating, and the least we can do is fulfill our end of the bargain. So why write to you at all? Why incriminate ourselves further if we already have what we want? In a word, principles. After reading your eloquent reply to our initial note, it became apparent to us that there had been a few misunderstandings. This letter is intended to clarify some of these points, and hopefully will place our schemes in a softer light. First, we may have gotten too excited with the colorful language of blackmail, but our goal was never to terrorize. Despite what you may believe you interpreted as thinly veiled threats towards your young nephew, I want to personally assure you there was never any tangible danger. If we gave any impression we would hurt the youngster, it was meant only in the very vague sense of hurting his social prospects. And yes, while we admit that our word choices might be questionable, enough so that it would be reasonable to accuse us of intentionally misleading, we hope you believe us when we tell you that this was not a calculated ploy to elicit payment. However, as payment has been received, there's nothing to be gained by scrutinizing the questionable ethics that were employed in the extortion of those funds. Little defense can be mustered on that score. Additionally, any judgmental tone you may have detected when we discussed the content of your stolen letters was entirely unintended. We want it on record that we do not consider ourselves superior to you and your family in any way, and are in fact entirely sympathetic to the underlying cause that the letters pertain to. And you thought this letter couldn't get more incriminating for us. I'm very confused as to why they're saying this. Again, we feel guilty as sin, and only time will tell if the financial recompense will outweigh our culpability. Even though you will never hear from us again, we hope this parting letter will result in you thinking of us and our dealings, if not favorably, at least sympathetically. Sorry for the inconvenience, Forever Anonymous X. What the heck was the point of that letter? If they really felt so bad, they could have just sent him the money back, right? I know there's still damage done outside of the money, but... Really? This is like a gloating kind of thing. I don't like this letter at all. It actually makes me really dislike them. If someone does something for money, okay, yeah, no, that's not cool. Or sorry, does something damaging to others for money, that's not cool at all, but I can understand it. But then sending that letter afterwards, that's not going to make anybody feel better. That really just comes across as really, I don't know. They're intending to aggravate is how that comes across, despite wording it as if they aren't. Gosh, I hope those guys get caught. I hope we're the ones who catch them. I'm not actually that worked up over it. I can use a regular key here. The commissary, the clock tower, and the coat check. We don't need the master key. We're doing fine on keys. So I'm going to put the clock tower to help our key situation tomorrow. And oh, what am I doing? Oh, man. We wanted the clock tower up in that spot that I was talking about. Oh, I'm such a goof. Oh, well. We got a treasure map anyways. Huzzah. Oh, actually, we're pretty darn close to it. I don't have the solution for this puzzle, do I? It's still sitting at 130. These ones are still moving. So it isn't really position dependent. Is this one even facing north? No, this is facing south right now. I wonder if it matters which direction it's facing. So that one is based on us having placed the door. Hold on, how does that work? If I place the door southward, oh, I see, right. It's opposite of the direction that I'm coming from. So whatever direction I'm facing. So yeah, I think it makes sense to have that 130 thing facing northward. Probably. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go through here. We'll get some food from our lunchbox, and we will get a treasure. I'm not going to take the ballroom. Am I not going to take the ballroom? We're going to get so many gems from the green rooms. Yeah, I think we'll just go with the walk-in closet. Because my thinking here is I could place the ballroom. It gives us a constellation, then I go run around, do other rooms, and then come back for more gems. But I don't think we're going to run out of gems. Let's take the walk-in closet. We don't need the door access with the parlor. We get the treasure map. This looks like the spot. Time to start digging in our closet. Are we really that desperate for treasure? Apparently so. That really takes a while. It contains 8 more gems. We are not lacking for gems. There are 2 more on the counter here, and there's a lucky rabbit's foot beside a cupcake. I wonder what triggers that. Does that mean that today is someone's birthday? Probably not. Oh man, we've made a mess. We made a mess of this place. Oh well. We'll head on north. The pool, the utility closet, the bedroom closet. I think we'll just put the pool down. Yeah. And there is a swimming spot. Oh. I just thought of something. I want to change the chessboard. So we want to not draft this. We'll head up as far north as we can without using the west wing. And then come back south along the west wing to hopefully get her ladyship's chamber. Use a regular key. And I have a reason for wanting the chessboard. I haven't talked about that. The pantry, the chapel, we'll do the chapel. And then keep heading northward. I don't like how the music just suddenly cuts out when we enter the chapel. You could have done a bit of a better blend there. The locker room, spread keys throughout the house? Sure, why not? Oh, that was the dinner bell. Well, we have a spot to bring all of our keys if we have extra at the end of the day. The security, pump room, storeroom. We're doing the security here because we want to come down from the north. This is perfect. And we could even make the security doors more common so that we have more keys. A gem. How about that? So the reason I want to find the chest place, or want to do the chest thing, is because there are some other options. Now, we have the armory right now with the knight, which has been great. I really like the armory. I'm very glad we've had it all this time, and I do want to continue using it. However, I have one particular goal that I've been trying to accomplish for quite a while, and I was looking back at some of the stuff that we've encountered. One of them being the chessboard, right? And so you do the chessboard, and then it gives you options of different powers. And one of those options is the rook. And the rook lets you re-roll corner rooms. So like this room right here, I don't know what it would look like. I assume it would look just like this with this redraw. It lets you redraw in corner rooms up to 4 times, which would be very, very helpful if we're trying to get the 4 different corner things. The rook is basically made for doing that puzzle. So it didn't really think about it at the time. In fact, I think my thought at the time was that it was pretty bad compared to the other options. I completely disregarded it. And now that we're trying to do this puzzle, I realize the value, of course. I really like that they introduced that, you know? Here, you got a puzzle, it's RNG based. Here's a way to make it a little bit less RNG based. It's nice. Hey. Things like dice help too. Things like the inkwell, of course. You know, if you've been working at things for a long time, eventually you'll get the inkwell and then you can re-roll stuff pretty easily. I'm gonna make this commonplace. Having a workshop is pretty nice. The nursery, we really don't use this much. I'm gonna make it rare. Or should I keep it? I hardly ever draft this. Now, the other thing is we plan to get that trophy for having 20 dead end rooms. So if I make all of our dead end rooms rare, it's gonna make that trophy extremely challenging to get. I should probably keep this commonplace. We're going to leave that as is. I don't mind getting the nursery. Like, as far as dead end rooms go, it's pretty nice. But we're never running out of steps anymore, so it doesn't hold a whole lot of value to us. The armory, the morning room. Secret passage. I guess we take the secret passage here and pick purple room. That's perfect. Yeah. Excellent. So we'll take purple room and hopefully get her ladyship's chamber. Oh yeah, I really need to figure out these pictures. Mount Holly, crate, chart. Crate and chart are pretty close, but not quite right. Drawing, graph, increase, analytics. I don't know. Regular key, please. We're using quite a few of them. The nurse... Did I make the security doors high or low? I may have just naturally made them low. I was talking at the time. And we didn't get her ladyship's chamber. So let's try again. I'll redraw on this one. Okay, we'll redraw again. That makes me very suspicious when we get the same things over and over again without the one thing we're re-rolling for. Does that mean that it's not possible? We'll try again anyways. We're traveling south on the west side. We even have the walk-in closet and the boudoir down, so I don't know if those affect the likelihood. Oh, there it is. So it is possible. We just got very unlucky. See, wait. The patio, when we rolled for the patio out on the corners, we must have gotten incredibly unlucky because I can't think of any reason it wouldn't have been in the pool. Does it never end? I have no idea what this is referring to. But yeah, anyway, back to my whining about the patio. We got so unlucky. I just feel there must have been something blocking it that I wasn't thinking of. Because we did 50 rerolls there. Did we ever find a puzzle to do with this? There are dates on it. I'm going to take a picture of each page because I don't know if I've done that before. I can't remember. In fact, I probably haven't if I can't remember it. There you go. Plenty of different dates. Oh, hold on. No, none of these have safes in them. That I know of, anyways. So, none of the dates would be relevant there. 128.79. As fate would have it, just as I had begun to make progress in my quest of slumber, a most joyous event. I can't read that. Event has interrupted my progress. My beloved daughter has given birth to a son and has requested my presence in town to assist her during this exciting but demanding time. For now, I shall take my leave of the bedrooms of Mount Holly, but I am certain, my dear diary, that one day I shall return. 128, 125, 128. So, we were born sometime between 125 and 128 of 1979. I'm going to put that down as a potential date. Because that just seems like a kind of an important date, right? Maybe related. I think I had it under this tab here. Yeah. So, January. What was it? 25th, 25, 26, 27, 28. One of those. Our birthday. I'm gonna say Simon's. It's not actually my birthday, by the way. Alright. And I had Ladyship's Diary sleep durations, but I don't think this is related at all. And then 45292 was in the hovel there. But yeah. I don't think those are anything. Cool. Well, we learned a little bit of something. And provided we get a room with a knight in it, which I think we do have, because here's the rook. So the rook, the queen, we already placed the office earlier. The bishop's in the chapel, we saw that. And I think there's a knight in here, even. Look at that. We got all the pieces all in the same area, basically. So we can go play with the chessboard down below later. There's the chapel, there's the bishop. Apparently there's a key on the counter. Oh yeah. The pool here has a door available. The music room, the dovecote, and the mail room. I'm not going to take the package today because we're doing just fine as is. Also, the music room costs 2 gems. I think that's our remaining goal for today. Oh, a prism key. Nice. I think all we're doing today now is looking for 2 gem rooms that we can put down. Just to continue increasing that constellation. Got a coin purse. And even a shoveling spot. I feel like I should probably give up on the shoveling. Oh, that's what I was thinking of. So the vault. We got 3 vault keys and unlocked things in the vault there. And we haven't got another, even though we got a note saying that there's a sanctum key in the vault. Wow, look, the vault. I was just talking about it. Well, I guess we'll place it then. Sure. That's weird. But yeah, we haven't found any other vault keys. So I was thinking it was maybe just really rare, or maybe the vault key's in a particular place that I haven't thought of. But now I realized, if these take keys, would the master key open them? Is that an option? So next time we get the option for a coat check and a vault at the same time, I definitely want to give that a shot. Just come in here with the master key and see if we can open it. Oh, I guess we could have redrawn for a green room there. My bad. That's fine. We don't need to maximize our luck. We're happy with these few old coins. I don't know why bother. We don't need the money. Alright. Rotunda. We're just hoping for those 2 gem rooms. A 2 gem room that goes straight would be like a showroom. Or a ballroom, but I don't want to get the ballroom. Use this and get... Alright, the ballroom. I have a 1 single reroll. Yeah. We could take the workshop. Do I have any use for the workshop? I don't think so. Yeah, what's our inventory here? Telescope. Oh yeah, the telescope. You go back to the constellation place. Treasure map, magnifying glass. Broken lever and all that. We can make the power hammer again. We can make an electromagnet, that's fun. I might just increase the constellation. It costs us gems, so what? We'll still have 2 gems. Here, use a special key or use a regular key. Does the secret garden cost gems? I don't think it does. Let's see though. We'll go from the secret garden and then we'll use the prism key on the next one. Yeah, so it doesn't cost gems. We go here and we use the... Oh, it's not locked. Well, we got the showroom anyways. That's 2 gems, that's good. Here, I'll grab my 2 gems. And then grab the flower stuff. Whoopsie daisy. Order of operations. We could even open the antechamber. We do have access to that side. I don't think we'll be running all the way back down. Lots of digging spots. Wow. 88 monies. We can buy a moon pendant. Hopefully that's available. There we go. Moon pendant. Hooray! Silver spoon, ornate compass. We'll take the ornate compass first. And then when we get money, we can come back for the silver spoon. In fact, I could do some digging, I guess. Another gold room? What would that do? Are there any... I don't think there are any 2 gem gold rooms, so we won't use the prism key here. The foyer. I mean, that does work in terms of gem costs. Oh, I need to go back to the ballroom now. Ding. And then we'll just have a look for some coins. If we can find ourselves enough for the silver spoon, that would be nice. Oh, hold on. No, I took... Never mind. Where's that digging spot? Yeah. There we go, 30. Excellent. I don't feel the need for any more. I was pretty lucky. Thank you, Rena. I don't think there's anything to do in here. Should I redraw this? What would I be redrawing for? The morning room. Morning room. Nope, we got the trophy room though. Why not? Didn't cost us any gems though. Alright, use a key on this one. We are nearly done running through the rooms. There's the conference room. Sure, why not? And the classroom, the nursery, the hallway. Whoa, 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 hold on. I just thought of something. Okay, we'll place the hallway. I'm not worried about it. This note here. Reminder, after meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. We opened the office safe. There weren't any notes in there. Is this a puzzle? After meeting adjourns, can we adjourn the meeting? Is there a bell to ring or something like that? Doesn't look like it. Interesting. Oh, maybe we just had to have the conference room. Maybe we need to run back to the office now that we've had the conference room drafted. Did that just appear there? Probably not. Yeah, let's go. We'll find out. Oh, wait, gained an apple. Okay, no notes in here. I guess the whole point of that's just to tell you that there is an office safe, actually. That's what it is. It's not there to tell you that there will be notes for you to find. To get you interested. Okay, fair enough. That was March 3rd. I should write that down, actually. Just to make a note of it. That was March 3rd. March of the count. Where did we get that note in desk? So that was pretty easy. I did guess at it, right? But that was in the office. The boudoir one was in the boudoir. Surely the drawing room has a clue as to what date is in here. It must. The other two have had their clues right in the same room. Is there a particular date associated with animation? The first drawing, like the first video was a drawing of a horse, right? Something like that. And that's what these things are reminding me of, is frames from, like, look at that horse there. No, I think it is the same picture. Never mind. I don't know. Should I look up what that date was if it was a particular day? I doubt it was a particular day, though. It's not like some guy just drew up 4 frames of a horse and threw them into a machine. It took some time. That's the only thing I can think of, though, in terms of dates. Oh, I try that. Here, just a second. I'm going to go do a little quick Google search. Okay. According to Wikipedia, June 15th is when it was presented, and July 15th is when it was applied for copyright. So I'm going to try those two. I think this is a stretch. I very much doubt that this is it, but we'll give it a try. So June 15th would have been 0615. Nothing. And then July 15th would have been 0715. Which we know, oh yeah, 6, oh yeah, that's right. 6 and 7 can't be in the safe codes, so never mind. Never mind. That's not it. June and July were both out. Actually, that's an interesting point. 6, 7, and 9 cannot be in there, so June, July, and September are all out of the running for safe codes. Well, hang on. Let's bring up the notes then. March, April 12th, May the 2nd, November the 4th. Okay, so those are all fine. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to be trying those, though. I don't think... well, okay, why not? Why not? Sure. We've got the safe available. So April's 12th would be 0412. Okay, nothing. May the 2nd. Nothing. And November the 4th. Okay. And then my birthday, there was talk of a safe on the 10th rank. So if there is a safe in the room 46, then I assume that's where my birthday would be. The code. Okay. I think that's about it then. We can probably call it a day there. That was pretty good. Oh, no, sorry, the chest thing. I want to do that. Let's stop by the kitchen on our way out. How do we get out, actually? I didn't use the foundation. Oh, yeah, we go out through the laboratory. That was a pretty successful experiment. We got a few constellations out of it. Speaking of which, where is the observatory? It's down here. We can go there with our telescope to get another round of rewards. There we are. And with 39 constellations, what do we get? Oh, I have to use the telescope like so. Oh, maybe not. Try it again. Walk in. There we go. Telescope. Aha. Diamonds, key, apples, and Floreal's bloom of the sky again. Imagine how many flowers we'd be getting now. Wait, what? It just showed it again. I think that's it, right? Okay. I'm feeling like I'm forgetting something. We're gonna head down for the chessboard. I'm just gonna grab some food first because it seems prudent. We have 22 steps remaining. Shouldn't be a problem, but I don't have the money. LaMayo. There you go. There's a banana on the counter. I do have the money. Silver spoon, thank you. Wait. I never picked up my allowance? Are you serious? Alright, we'll grab the food now. I thought we felt low on money. And yet we still bought out the showroom, didn't we? That's crazy. That's crazy talk. I don't think we did buy out the showroom. Where do we leave? No, I think we... Hang on. I'm going crazy here. Silver spoon, ornate compass. Moon pendant? What was the other item? Okay, maybe I didn't get all the items. Doesn't matter. The moon pendant will pick something. We'll have it tomorrow. Not a big deal. Alright, that's still broken, says castle. I need to refer to the map. Hold on. We have conservatory with the rook, ladyship's chamber with the queen, security with the knight, chapel with the bishop. That's really cool that all four are like that. So, here we go. Rook up here. Queen over here. Oops. Like that. Knight. Yeah. There you go. Bishop. And then the king was somewhere around here. Did I get it? No. There you go. And a pawn, honestly, probably anywhere. I didn't need to pay attention to that. There's pawns in many, many rooms. Choose your piece to receive a new permanent power. Oh, yeah. We are changing it up. Goodbye, knight. I've really enjoyed having the knight, but we haven't seen the axe in a while. We're taking the rook. Resilience of the rook. You may draw floor plans up to 4 times when drafting the 4 corners of your room. Of your house. Sorry. 4 corner rooms of your house. We are going to accept it, but first I'm going to have a look at the others. Bishop was 30 when we enter the chapel. Banner of the king. Choose a color. That color is more likely to be drawn. Which seems really cool, but now I'm not sure if that helps us with any of our puzzles. Gambit of the queen. Lose 5 steps and gain a key. Meh. Okay, I'm sitting here with 151 steps, but meh. The Mantle of the Knight's amazing. Ambition of the Pawn. I don't really see the advantage of this one over just taking the Knight. Because by the time you get to rank 8, you've almost definitely drafted the chapel. You probably don't need 2 of the corners anymore. The Queen, you probably don't need keys anymore. Maybe you need keys. And then the Knight, you would have rather have gotten that earlier. So I don't know. Pawn one seems kind of weird, but it's very thematic. I like it a lot. So there you go. We've got the rook. Poses all of those. I'd love to know what we can do with this castle thing, but that will be a puzzle for another day. Today we are kind of done. I feel accomplished. I'm feeling much better now. You know, a new clue has been hanging over my head for a long time, where I've been thinking, am I just really incompetent? And the answer is yes. I didn't pay attention to a particular map. And I saw that map, like, you know, so I've got all my pictures and stuff in a folder. And I have that folder with large icons, so I can see the images as I scroll through. So it's kind of obvious that I'm scrolling past a map. I just never paid attention to it, even though I was looking for a Route 8 on the other maps. So that was definitely an incompetence thing on my part. But we got there in the end. Eventually I looked at it while I was scrolling down through a little bit more closely. It caught my attention. And now we know a lot more thanks to that new clue that our mother wrote and published, all just to tell us to turn the heated sundial base, which hopefully we'll figure out. We'll see. I haven't noticed any sundials in the house. I still have like a really weird, vague feeling that we have seen a sundial somewhere in the house, and that I might commented on it once. But I don't know. The other idea is to try light those smokestacks in the orchard, because maybe that's needed. My understanding is that they're already heated at the base, but maybe they aren't. Maybe they're actually not ignited yet, and we're just seeing, I don't know. I don't know what the black stuff coming out would be if it's not smoke, but who knows. Anyways, let's call it a day there, and I'll see you tomorrow.